Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And always, man, today we have a fantastic show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as you guys know, yesterday was a full night in the NBA. A bunch of teams were playing. The Oklahoma City Thunder, I believe, were able to win their 15th game in a row against the Boston Celtics. The Cleveland Cavaliers won another game as well. Utah Jazz and Orlando played. The Golden State Warriors played. And of course, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets played. Now, the Houston Rockets are one of the top 4 seeds in the Western Conference. Ime Udoka has done a fantastic job. He should be getting more credit than these people in the media twerking it up all over the place for JJ Redick. I digress. So that happened, and I was watching bits and pieces of this game, and this game actually was quite entertaining. The Lakers were down for the majority of the game. They got down pretty big, I think around 20 points at one point, but they fought back, executed. Anthony Davis and LeBron and these guys were pretty good. Anthony Davis finished the game with 30 and 13 points. LeBron finished the game with 21 and 13 rebounds and 9 assists. He played well. Rui Hachimura had 13. Max Christie had 14. Austin Reeves had 21. So their starters were all in double digits. They played really well. But towards the end of the game, the Lakers had some late game execution miscues. And towards the end, it was supposed to have this inbound pass that was stolen by Fred VanVleet on LeBron James. But then LeBron was trying to call a timeout. I don't know what the hell happened. He went down. I think they fouled him or something, and he hit 1 or 2 of the free throws or something like that. And ultimately, the Houston Rockets were able to ice the game and win the game. So what happened? In the post-game interview, JJ Redick walks in there looking absolutely distraught, looked like as if he got the worst news of his life. And in typical JJ Redick fashion, whenever the Lakers lose, he just goes through this like emotional breakdown. He can't speak. He's always at a loss for words. Some people in the comments saying, damn, you can see JJ Redick's hair turning gray right in front of our eyes. So what we want to do is we want to play some of what JJ Redick had to say in the post-game interview, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what JJ Redick had to say here.
Yeah, JJ, what did you see as the big difference between the first half and the second half, specifically the third quarter, how you guys came out?
Made some shots. Our inability to get defensive rebounds was the difference in the game.
With the, obviously it's 18-10 is the differential, but what did you see as other than, Adams and the impact and Thompson, like what was the reason for the difference there?
I think a little bit of it is will, and Adams is a guy I played with, and I know he's like a tree down there once he gets position, and it's hard. I thought certainly Jalen Green's shot making was huge for them, but Thompson just killed us all night, whether that was in transition with his cutting or on the offensive glass.
You guys are down 3 with 7 seconds to go. Max is trying to inbound it.
Didn't execute. We had actually 4 ATOs we didn't execute, and that's shocking to me. So we came into this game number 2 in the league in PPP on ATOs. We've done great all year. Three times before that, I didn't do what we were supposed to do. I mean, I don't know. That's hard.
You guys had a timeout there, and it looked like LeBron was signaling it right before Max inbounded the ball. Was there any discussion with you and the referees about why it wasn't granted?
No. There was not a discussion there. I think a lot of times they're the closest guy is generally looking at the inbounder. And I'm not sure what happened on the second play because we just watched it and Holiday flopped. So I'm not sure why that was rewarded. Yeah, I don't know why that was rewarded. That was egregious.
JJ, what were you guys looking for on the 7-second inbounds play? What were you guys trying to get to?
A LeBron shot. We didn't execute it though. Yeah.
You guys were down 22 in the first half. You're down 20 really early in the third, and you took Rui out. You went to Dorian. Later in the fourth, Jackson had 93 pretty rough seconds. Took come out, went to Doran again. Was that kind of what you were talking about when you talk about you want to be great? Is that where you're holding the standard you're trying to hold this team to?
It wasn't anything against Jackson. It just felt like, again, it goes back to where we're at a disadvantage and we can look to create an advantage. And I thought them cross-matching, ultimately we took advantage of that throughout the night. And, we were prepared for it. We had talked about it as a staff. Once the guys sort of recognized what was going on, like, we got great shots from that. And, it wasn't like, again, Jackson was fantastic against Portland. It's the Finney Smith thing is just it gives us the option to play small at times.
You guys opened the season really hot, had a bit of a losing streak, lost 9 of 11. Now you guys have won 8 of 11 and are back and forth. Obviously, you're used to these ups and downs, having played in the league for 15 seasons. But being in the coaching seat, obviously, we all know how much of a hot seat it is. We saw what just happened to Mike Brown. Do those winning streaks and losing streaks feel different to you now?
I think I know what you're asking me. There's a scene in Band of Brothers where they're in the trenches, and one of the soldiers who's really scared asked the other guy, he says, how are you able to go out and fight and you don't seem scared? And he says, it's because I'm already dead. So when I took this job, I already died. So I'm well aware of this profession, but it's not even on my radar. I'm already dead.
So you heard what JJ Redick had to say. What are my thoughts on this? Look, this is the pattern. Whenever the Lakers do well, JJ Redick is all smiles. He's up there giving you guys parables, cracking dry jokes and all of that. But whenever they lose, man, it's always like this emotional thing. And I think it's something he's going to have to learn, because you can't be projecting at every single game on that night in and night out base, because you're going to win games and lose games. Like it's going to take an emotional toll on you. What else does this say to me? It says to me that the Lakers struggle against real competition. All right. They struggle against real competition. That's the reason why I'm not putting too much stock in the fact that they've been playing well, quote unquote. They're not really playing great teams. The great teams out there are still better than them. If you look at the Western Conference picture, for example, the Lakers are not better than the Thunder. They're not better than the Rockets. They're not better than the Grizzlies. They're not better than the Nuggets. Now they're the 5th seed, but they're not better than those guys. And one could make an argument the only reason their record is that high up is because of the teams that they've been playing. But this is the trend, right? This is the reason why, if I'm a Laker fan, I'm not up there celebrating. Now, obviously, this doesn't stop these LeBron fans from essentially twerking it up all over the place, pouring honey all over each other, hollering and screaming whenever he plays well. But to me, I'm only going to take the Lakers seriously when they actually start playing some real teams. Now, they're going to be playing against the Mavericks, which should be a pretty good a matchup. I don't know if Luka Doncic is going to play. Then you have the Hornets. You have the Spurs, who've been playing well. They're going to be playing them twice, and they're going to play the Miami Heat. Then you have the Nets, and they have the Clippers. And then they have the Wizards, Celtics, Warriors. So their schedule is still a little bit iffy. I'm not 100% sure yet what to think about the Lakers. We'll see by the trade deadline. But for me, until they start playing some great teams consecutively, I'll take them seriously. But for now, I'm not really buying into it, but this is just my thoughts on it. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Catch you on the next show. Peace.